of the Fight Factory Wrestling Podcast right here on the MyFandom YouTube channel and wherever you download your podcast. It is Dave Sturchio. It is Tommy D. It is Chris Payne. And, of course, bringing back another streak is alive as Hogan went down. But that's Tommy Tequila over there, just like his career. And,
oh, look, a falling star.
so we'll get more into Hulk Hogan in a little bit.
Wait, that's Hogan?
It was, as Mr. America.
Mr. America.
Mr. America.
Vince had no idea it was him.
Anyway, we're coming to you live
canceled.
from the Richard Lucas Chevrolet and Subaru studio right here in Matawan, New Jersey, inside of Chop Studios. Be sure that if you want to do a podcast, you want to do any kind of content, come on down to Chop Studios. Hit me up. I'll hook you up.
We are also brought to you by New Jersey Natural Gas.
The show is fuck off. The show is also being brought to you by our good friends at Superbird Tequila because they are wearing the hats, and that's just what we do here. So we are marketing horse, and that is our sponsor.
I'm the only one without Superbird Tequila, though.
We'll change that today.
Oh, what a guy!
Because you're a jerk off.
I am. I'm a jerk off.
Right,
you know what? I want to be an alcoholic jerk off.
All right. Well, listen,
you already had one problem.
It's better than the booger sugar.
Superbird says drink responsibly. We do not approve of that behavior either.
I was going to say,
buddy, I got 4 walls to fucking look at almost 7 days a week. I'm not going anywhere.
That's called prison, and yes, you've been there.
It is.
That is called prison. Listen, guys, we got some news as far as the War on the Shore 2. And this is now the first time we're actually able to talk about it publicly. But we have sold out the front row in 20 hours. So bravo to the gentlemen that are sitting with me because that's the testament that we left and the impact that we left on the shore last year because we have not announced any names yet. We have not announced a match. We hadn't announced a sponsor. We didn't announce anything yet. And you people jumped all over the front row.
Whoa.
Yeah, I know. I threw
what
out
do you mean,
the you people is okay now because
hit him with the hard U.
Yeah, hit him with the hard U. But we're very excited about that. Obviously, gentlemen, we to me that's a testament to our hard work from last year. Not at Knuckle Brawl, which is actually pretty funny because I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if I told you guys this, but we'll go over GCW in a little bit of coverage on that. But when I walked out to get a bite to eat with Chernoff and his buddy Calvin. The one guy, I go out there, he's like, oh, Fight Factory. So I was like, yes, man, we're making it, right? And then one guy's like, when are you coming back to Staten Island? And I was like, go to the shore. Talk to you later, buddy. Almost as if I was mad at the kid for saying that. I actually
heard you say, we were never there.
Yeah, I was like, what do you mean? It doesn't matter.
But isn't it funny, though, like when we booked that Knuckle Brawl show, what was the one thing that we all said? Kind of nice not looking at the phone, seeing there's anybody buying the tickets. Oh, my God, how many tickets are we having? How good did it feel?
Turns out nobody bought tickets.
Yeah. But how good did it feel for those 20 hours where our phones were going nuts? We're all going nuts.
Tommy Tequila is not privy to that excitement.
I'm not going to lie.
Instant erections that we get when it's like 4 more fronts just went, and we're all just like, "Oh my God, it's gonna happen."
Is checking the weather 3 months out. We're fucked. It's
over. Don't start with that.
I have not started with the weather yet.
Disappointment, by the way, when I would write in the chat saying like 4 more gone, like no, they're wrong. And I'd write back like you fucking assholes. You said you bought tickets. So.
Yeah. So everybody that time has got a gun to their head saying like buy the tickets, and they're buying them. And somebody was like, the site went down, so we bought seconds instead. And I was like, oh Jesus. So again, testament to us because the site was crashing.
Thank you for crashing the site.
So many people were trying to buy tickets to War on the Shore. So
sorry, Richie.
Very excited about that.
I was a little annoyed during Knuckle Brawl when we didn't get the dings and the alerts and the messages because
I would have loved to be privy to that information.
The excitement of it was one thing, but two, when we felt like there was a lag in ticket sales, that we were immediately post.
You're right. You're right, and that's another thing. Once we saw the front row tickets going, we're like, okay, like let's not sit here and drag this out for a couple of weeks. Let's try to do this in one day. So we did make our rounds in marketing and then put out some posters and this, that, and a third. And again, this is without announcing a single talent. Now, do we have talent booked? Yeah, we do.
We actually have a decent.
We have a nice little collection of people so far that we've talked to, confirmed, and now we just got to work out the details with either if they're flying in or whatever. We got to put them up. But we got a creative meeting tonight at MJ's down the street, so we're going to be kind of going over the card, the budget, and all that stuff.
Can't wait to stop talking.
I do have to preface this, and or at least. I want to apologize to people that I haven't gotten back to, but yeah, the DMs are open. Yeah, but if I haven't gotten back to you,
DMs to who? From who?
Like from independent wrestlers that want bookings.
Oh
Like-
no, I apologize to none of you.
Oh, okay. Well,
I know the feeling, but I also know.
I try to at least get back to him, say thank you for the message. We will get back to you. shortly.
No, I don't even do that.
Okay, well that's
it's
why I'm
probably-
Because you're not a fucking people person.
Probably
That's
a
why
shit.
you're a piece
I'm not
of
a people
shit.
person. I work with people the last 21 years of my fucking life.
Prisoners.
Whole person.
Yeah, they're called convicts. I don't know if that counts.
I called them friends.
You see them enough. They're 8-time offenders.
Yeah, you
My
called,
one
you,
guy,
called,
Bob,
you
moved.
called the dead guy a friend that you were putting a tourniquet on for no reason.
Right. Like he was so nice to me for the 8 minutes I knew him.
Dude, I put the tourniquet on that guy, and he was
with this
gone.
shit.
And I just looked at my boss because he kept saying so. And I'm like, "What do you want me to do? He's gone. He's not
right.
here. He's
I
dead."
did not have this on my bingo
And then
card.
20
What
minutes
was
later,
gonna
I
be
went and
brought
got
up on
coffee.
today's episode.
Well,
but
I tell you
keep
what,
it going.
Tequila, they brought this up. He brought this up many episodes ago. So if you look back at some prior episodes, you get the full story about how Payne.
I put a tourniquet on a dead guy's shoulder.
There's your cliff notes. That's it. That's all you need. That's
And
literally
then literally
the cliff
7
notes.
minutes later, I said, "Let's go get coffee."
Hey, please,
Oh my
Superbird Champion.
God,
Bro,
that's
PT
somebody's son.
Listen, living with PTSD, it's like a functioning alcoholic. You just deal with it. It's just, it is what it
deal
is.
with it. Now look. Again, we're gonna have a fantastic card, probably in the 7 to 8 card match range, like we did last year, because I think it's a perfect amount of time to give the people to really show out.
Yeah, give
and
them
I
the time to
swear to
work.
Christ, in the surf side, what did we call it again?
Surfside Scramble.
Okay, we're gonna do that again more than likely, but this time,
Sink or swim.
Stick to your
Oh, that-
fucking times.
You know
all
what,
right?
man? You could we could sit there and say, yeah, it sucked that they didn't stick to the time, but that match was fucking
No,
awesome.
listen,
you
I'm not
watch
gonna-
it back. That
yeah,
was
I'm not
that
gonna-
was-
Yeah,
there
the match was
no-
awesome, but for me, 21 minutes like this,
Yeah.
it gets a little hot on
And
the
this-
beach in July.
And this one was like, I have no phone.
No,
I have no phone.
That's
My
no.
timer ran out.
No. No, I had a timer with me. He will not be named.
No, he won't be. Chris, I was.
no, it wasn't
I had
just
to
Chris. No,
hold
I
your
won't
hand.
name him
It's
as
like
a-
a 5-year-old in
Wait,
Disney.
Oh, is it Tom Babiak or whatever?
No.
He was the bell guy.
No,
Who was it?
it
Who
was
was it?
somebody who is kind of dead to us right now.
Pasquale the Peppo that made your shoes.
Somebody who's kind of dead to us
You know
right
exactly
now.
what I'm talking about, X-Face.
Yes.
An X over your face.
Oh, X face. Oh, you know what?
I'm an X-Man now.
Sidebar, real quick. I didn't want to bring this up, but now that you did, I must.
Such a lie.
I must. No,
I really wanted to talk about it.
Look at my rundown.
Coffee coming out of my nose.
There's no mention of it on my rundown here.
Because it's fresh in your mind.
No, it's not. It's fresh now because this jerk off said it.
I wasn't trying to. You
Look,
pushed it
man,
out of me.
Look, I've been working in Payne knows because Payne worked there too. I worked at one company for like 12 years. WrestlePro was my home. That's where I came up, and I've done amazing things there. From I can't say amazing things in ring because I wasn't the greatest. Right. I got to be best friends with my hero Ryback. I got and Tequila now wants to fight him. So if your stem cell research stuff is done, come on board.
on the shelf for the 4.5 years.
Dude, I passed by another TikTok of his yesterday, and he's just like,
Roses.
gloves. Who's got? Come on, Rybackers. And I was like, what the fuck are we doing? This is what happened. You were at WrestleMania. All right. All right. Anyway, sorry. Moving forward. Anyway,
spent
I've
at least
done
4 minutes a show on
I've
him.
done really, really fun things for WrestlePro, and the last show of 2024, in my mind, was the end for me because I did want to chase other things. It didn't mean I couldn't, devote myself to once a month when they're there. It's just that the rates were kind of not just different.
You don't have to keep getting into all
The
that. People don't
negotiations
need
and
to
stuff,
know.
it just didn't work for me, right? So, and listen, if I got a call tonight from KM and said, "Hey, we're back in March. We'd like to have you back. Will you come back?" Yeah, I'm 100% open to that. However, they had a show this past Friday, which again, success. Saw the pictures. Looks like a massive crowd. Great. My protege, this kid, Franklin, who was a ring announcer or wanted to be a wrestler first. Then I told him, hey, you might have some more fun and it's a little less bumpy road if you want to be into the ring announcing and to the broadcasting side of things. And he's not in the wrestling shape right now, and I'm not calling him out on that. I'm just saying he's not built to be a pro wrestler at this moment. Doesn't mean he can't be. But he went and he's been working there. He's been doing the Shotgun Thursday night shows and all this other shit. So more power to him. I want him to succeed. However, I saw a picture that Trax had posted with this fan that I know. I know the fan's father. We're good friends. We used to bounce together at a bar once upon a time. I saw that there was the same poster this kid comes up with every year, every show, where he cuts out everybody that's supposed to be on the show. And my faces, thinking that me and Chernoff were going to be there, my face and Chernoff's face were on the poster. So was Franklin's now, because now Franklin's become a staple at WrestlePro. Franklin decided to take it upon himself to X off my face while he signed his name.
And Chernoff's too.
And Chernoff's too. So whatever. That was an improvement to
It
Chernoff.
almost sounds like he's more upset than you.
He is?
Yeah, him.
Oh.
And Chernoff's.
Oh, well, all I'm
You gotta
saying
throw
is,
that in there too. wasn't
all I'm
it,
saying
too?
is this. If it was lighthearted and you wanted to make yourself the heel or whatever, who are you making yourself the heel to? Because you did commentary by yourself. So were you a heel commentator by yourself the entire show? Were you just shitting on everybody? Like, how did you go into this thinking that you were heel? You didn't think I was going to see it. I saw it, and I called you out on it. And I told some of the boys about it, and the opinions I got back from some of the boys was that I should go and shake them up. And I'm like, well, I'm also a 39-year-old man with a mortgage and kids, and I don't feel like getting myself into any trouble, so I just did what every normal Gen Z kid would do, and I blocked him. I was like, I just don't want to see. I don't want to see him right now, and that doesn't mean I won't talk to him down the line. I'm just saying, like, right now, he disrespected me. He came back and said it wasn't anything of disrespect. But here's the thing, buddy. You've been there for a cup of coffee. You got comfy too quick, and you might get comfy with the wrong person one day. I'm not talking about me. I'm not the wrong person, but you might trip up with the wrong person thinking that you belong. And it took me fucking 12 years to get close to some of these guys. So because you've been there for 6 months or whatever it's been, like, you got to be careful on how many jokes you pull. Like, you can't rib the boys when you're not one of the boys. That's it. I digress with the rest of it. I hope he does well in his future. I'm sure we'll talk. He sure as shit ain't coming to the War on Shore 2. That's his penalty for that one, just like your boy who's done too. So that's
So
where,
anyway,
that's where I stand with that.
Strays.
That's where I stand.
So anyway,
Right. So that's it. Nothing but love for him. I hope he does well, but just
I
know,
love him. I blocked him. He ain't coming.
know your fucking audience, buddy. That's all I'll
so
say.
I was using his timer, but because the fucking
to get back to the timer.
the lights were fucking
Kid is on
blinding.
fire.
The lights were blinding everybody in the ring. They didn't see Payne and I
Speaking
fucking
of
doing
that,
the fucking home run.
we will have
signs.
we will have another different lighting guy this year, where the lights will be higher.
Steve looked like John Travolta in Phenomenon. Like,
1, 2, and he goes 2.
I'm like this. 5 minutes. And Steve's like,
Just can't see shit. Anyway, that match will happen again, and we will have. What was it? 6 participants? Yeah.
6. Yeah.
6 people that will be in that match, second annual. Now, do we want to make the announcement about that shiny piece of metal that Tommy Tequila has?
I mean, he's had it on the show for the past 3 weeks.
All
absolutely.
right, so
Of course.
I did put it in the rundown. Wasn't sure if you wanted to release this. So
I mean,
we
it's
are
a 50-pound belt sitting on
we
his
are
lap.
talking about the Superbird Championship. Now, that's a real championship belt. It's not some gimmick. It's not styrofoam. It is something that he had custom made for his company. However,
And it's awesome.
and it's great. And he
Heavy
will
as
be
fuck.
bringing it to the War on the Shore. Now, what are we going to do with that belt? We are going to crown our very first Superbird champion. Now, how is that going to be decided? In my brain, I'm thinking, oh, tournament, oh, this, but we got something better. We are going to be calling it, I don't even know if we have a name for it yet.
Fight Factory, Sink or Swim.
Fight
Battle Royal.
Factory, Sink or Swim, Battle Royal for the Superbird Championship. Now,
Say that 5 times fast.
will not. Now, here are the stipulations to this. Now, this
I
is
won't.
either going to be on the pre-show or it's going to kick the show off. Either way, we will figure that out as we start, the creative process. But there's 4 of us. There's 20 entrants into this thing. Each one of us are going to hand pick 5 people to be in this. Now, look, these are up-and-comers. These are younger generation, and hopefully generational superstars, generational guys, younger guys on the come up. You will not see massive names in this thing because we feel like they've earned the right, if we want to use them, to be on the main show or main event or in different matches. But this will be on the up and comers type of situation. And I don't want to say that everybody's going to be young. I don't want to say that because I want to say, like, not only are you going to compete for the Superbird Championship, but you're also going to be officially, if you win that thing, you will officially be a roster member of Fight Factory Wrestling. You'll never have to ask us, am I booked again, blah, blah, blah. Every time there's a Fight Factory show, you will be on it.
FF Dub.
Yeah, FF dub. As we get those chants started for no reason
You know what?
whatsoever.
I don't care. I still loved hearing it. It doesn't matter.
I know, it was cool when we heard it. It was fine.
And the winner gets to waterboard the other 3 members of the Fight Factory team. That's what sink or swim means, right?
So torture.
We are bringing
Did I not
torture
pick that
to
up?
the
Okay,
shore.
never mind. We'll circle back about
that
the
belt
waterboarding.
Wrestling storylines, torture, everything.
It's a great championship belt. It's heavy. It's nice. It's beautiful. You will find out as we go. Now, look, we got a meeting later on tonight. We'll figure out as far as how we want to announce these guys. My assumption is we crank out a couple nice graphics for some of these people that are participants that they could promote themselves. Now, listen, I know what you're thinking. Those carny bastards, they went and did the old ticket-selling battle royal. I promise you, I've seen those battle royals, and they suck because of the participants that are usually in it, meaning board shorts and fucking tank tops and cutoff sleeve. No. Each one of these hand-selected people will look the part, will have at least a year or so under their belt on being on noteworthy promotions, guys. Like, we're not just sitting there like, hey, I've been working for, Scooby-Doo Federation for 7 months, and I'm their champion, actually 2 times, right? We're not doing that. So we will be inviting. It's an invitational. And you will be paid to be there. This isn't one of these like, oh, man, just for the support and the exposure, brother. No. You'll be paid as a roster member of our show. We've allocated a certain amount of funds towards that match, and I'm excited because I already have probably 3 to 5 already hand selected for myself. So I'm sure you guys.
And
I'm
as Mickey
not
from
putting
Rocky
anybody
said-
in.
Payne's already against the idea.
I hate this whole thing.
So I think it's a cool opportunity for a lot of people to be on a bigger stage.
As Mickey from Rocky said, they was handpicked.
Yeah.
Nah, they was good fighters. They was hand.
Fixed. All right.
They weren't
So
killers like this guy.
It's going to be very
kill you to
difficult to let
death
go of this belt, by
inside
the
of
way,
3
guys.
rounds.
I've grown very fond of this belt. It's been very difficult to hand it over to somebody.
Well,
I've called
I'll
myself
tell you
a
what,
Superbird
We're
champion.
going to do exactly what to yours,
Here's-
what we did to mine.
Right.
Ours.
All right.
They ain't staying with the worker.
Yeah. Hey, listen, it does. Like, I saw Lady Frost, who is our champion, and she also is the Wrestle Pro Women's champion. And she took a picture of, like, her suitcase and posted it. And, like, you got the Wrestle Pro Women's Championship belt. Now, listen, would I love for her to be around other promotions with our championship title? Yeah, I would. But I just fear that, it just collects dust somewhere and maybe not see the light of day. I'm not saying that she would do that. Or Moff, for instance, because Moff has asked me, 19 times, can I take the belt to this company? Can I take the belt to this company? And I understand what he's trying to do. I just don't trust people around him.
Give him the belt. And then he signs a waiver.
This guy.
I'm not kidding.
I believe you.
Shit's expensive.
It is expensive.
We already broke one fucking nut on it, so you know that. I told you already.
Speaking of broken belts, GCW, huh?
Oh,
Yeah,
boy.
so no, listen, I do want to thank, I know me and Josh recorded an episode of the Wrestling Hour this morning. We thanked them up and down. We spent 45 minutes talking about GCW this morning. But a great opportunity for myself. Selfishly, I had a great time. Hammerstein Ballroom is insane. I've never been there.
Some would say the tits.
Yeah, I mean, I've never been there. So for me, I was like, this is fucking surreal.
I think I saw
I
Slayer
was
there
there
once.
for ECW when they were doing it on Sci-Fi. And it was Batista versus Rene Dupree.
Oh, God.
And let me just tell you, they were never bigger chance
It was this fucking dance, the little thing.
than you're a maggot in my life.
So
It was beautiful. It was a beautiful thing. It was a beautiful thing.
So so that was my first time at Hammerstein. The ambiance, the acoustics, everything about that place was just sick. The locker room was awesome. The action was great. Our shout outs and our deepest, thoughts and prayers going out to Allie Catch, who I said on the Wrestling Hour, I said she had a two-way ticket to the War on the Shore. Well, I was 100% convinced that we were going to bring her in. Obviously, now she shatters her ankle in 2 spots. There is a GoFundMe out there, 3 spots. There is a GoFundMe out there. Shout out to Steph DeLander, friend of ours, because she orchestrated this whole thing while she was literally like in tears, saying like, "We got you. We're gonna figure it out." And I think that thing's raised over like $50,000 or $60,000 already. Fight Factory is gonna do their part. We're basically gonna give Allie Catch a payday because she was supposed to be with us, and I was fully convinced that she was. So we'll donate that money to her in her recovery, along with our friend Alicia, who's battling breast cancer. It's like we want to try to be as kind to everybody as possible. But yeah, Allie Catch caught a bad break. And fellas, you guys watched it from home. I was there. It was very, very difficult to get the crowd back into it after something like that happens, because what you do is, as a GCW fan, if you're one of these hardcore GCW people, all these wrestlers are like your family. You know what I mean? Like it's somebody like an Alley Catch and specifically Effie as well. Those guys are like the backbone of GCW. So for somebody as big as Alley to go down, it was such a what do we do now? You know,
I think it was really tough on Effie as well. I mean, that's a huge feud. They're telling a great story. They've been building up to that, and it's a tremendous feud. And you see him
looking traumatically.
Like,
distraught.
what do I do? What do I do?
Yeah.
And
This is
again,
you can tell like he loves
again,
the girl
I
as his
can't tell
friend.
you. I
Oh
can't,
yeah, he looked devastated.
I can't tell you if it was part of the script because I did have a run sheet, but I didn't have like everything that was going on. But Mance comes out.
That was definitely off the cuff.
That was
way
off
too-
again. Whoever made that
was way too
decision,
long.
excellent idea to make that decision to kind of take the focus off what was going on there. But it was tough seeing her go down. But what really killed it was what we were afraid of when we were running in New York.
Oh,
The commission.
God forbid somebody has to get taken out in an ambulance. The whole show stops.
It's not even, and I know a lot of people thought that they needed a commission representative to be there. That's not it. You need the ambulance back. And it's New York, and it's snowing, and it's shitty. So, like, the fact that we had to wait for an ambulance to get back to resume the show, you just got to be patient. The unfortunate part is, and I do think it was unfortunate for the next match, is that they had to get on the mics, and it was brutal. They're not used to being on the mics.
Tough.
It was really tough.
Can we pause just 1 second on it though and rewind to say that Dave Sturchio called his first match at the Hammerstein Ballroom?
Yeah, it was awesome.
Can we
dude.
give Dave his credit?
Like
'Cause
Battle
Dave
Royal,
did an awesome job at the pre-show.
I'm sorry,
You did
Brett.
Tommy clap.
You did
Lauderdale said not to call it a battle royal. He wanted to be the GCWmerch.com kickoff rumble. That's what he wanted.
Well, you did a great job in the pre-show. You did a great job in the Rumble. It was really cool as your friend and being a part of this to see you doing it.
It was surreal.
Good for you, man. You're a humble dude. Put yourself over. That was fucking awesome.
1,000%, and I wouldn't brag about the people that went on after you.
I love those people too, by the way.
I whatever. How about the pop CPA got? He got one of the biggest pops
Yeah,
of that whole thing.
You know what it is?
Well, he's
because
been
if
in
you know that,
GCW a few times.
yeah, but
No,
if
I
you-
know that. I'm just
Yeah.
saying.
But the thing is,
At
that's
Hammerstein,
why
he got a really good pop.
and this is why you again back in the day, he had that.
I missed that. I'm sorry, I missed
No,
that
I
music.
don't because now you every time. Let's go, girl.
Oh, yeah, Let's
You
Go
know
Girls
it's CPA.
call was great, by the way.
You know what? Yeah, dude. He comes out, big pop. I get excited because I saw him in pre and I knew he was in it. But like I knew that he was gonna have his own intro and shit. And I was like, man, this is gonna be so cool for him.
Yeah.
And he put out a video yesterday, which was really funny. There's a video of some event going on. I think it was some kind of ECW event or something back in the day. He's in the third row. Fat Nick CPA is in the third row, like, yeah, ECW. But he put it side by side with him making an entrance at GCW.
awesome.
That's just like, that's a surreal moment for the kid. And I think, he's the WrestlePro Gold Champion. He's made his, look, kudos to Nick. I love Nick. He's a great
he's
kid.
awesome.
And he's funny as all fuck. And,
the only thing I
he's a
would've
big
did
Mike
different-
Francesa guy like us.
Yeah, I know. Diet Coke. The only thing I would have did different from him would be I would do like a crossbody. I would have done a giant crossbody.
Oh, his missile dropkick is nice, though.
No, I didn't say it wasn't. I just said for me, I would have done a nice high crossbody.
Did anybody catch the line that I really embraced when he came out? He comes out. I said, "Let's go, girls!" Right?
I
Yeah,
love
we
that.
caught that.
I
yeah,
love that.
but dude, when he went to the top and they ripped the tie off,
Yeah.
I was like, it's a clip-on.
Yes.
Are you sure? I did the Tommy boy. I was like, man, I hope somebody gets that. I know, sure as shit, no, Josh didn't. So, but he was like, he went into his other spiel. But yeah, dude, thanks for that because it was cool, man. That company is nothing but nice. And again, you walk around a company like that and you get inspired. Ask the boys. I was texting them the whole time, like, guys. This is what we need to be. And again, there's not going to be another GCW. I want to be the first Fight Factory. That's what I want. And we have aspirations and plans out the wazoo. But I will say, being around that and seeing the fans embrace it and seeing like just how Brett Lauderdale, dude, guy is up. He's assembled a staff and a team that he got to go into like the VIP suite, kick back, relax, and watch everybody make his orders come true. Not to say he's not doing any work because he's putting it all together. I'm saying he has a great team.
He's
to
able
do
to
so.
enjoy it.
He's able to enjoy it, and I think that's an obtainable goal for us, considering we have 4 of us, right? So there's 4 of us. There's going to be others that join the fray along the way, helping us out with the event coordinating and just little things like that. And I think it's a very very good like home team type feel. So I think that that's going to be like, again, it's a goal for us to be just as good, if not better. Who knows? You never know.
Speaking of our team, have we heard from Gino Gotts? I know he broke his leg in 18 places.
Yeah, I talked to Gino. He's he does have full benefits with his 9 to 5, but I was very upset to hear.
Work release,
I was very upset to hear that very upset to hear that he broke his shit.
I was going to get a bigger
at WrestlePro. Well, I was in the middle of a sentence. So
the second you start,
just go fuck myself.
the second you start comparing yourself or wanting to be better than another company, I feel like that's when
it's
you falter.
detrimental. Look what AEW.
And thank you.
Yeah, no,
I didn't even have
that's
to say it. Thank you.
You don't get by saying like we're going to be the competition. I don't want to be competition. I just want to be another outlet.
It's a beautiful. It's awesome to see that. And as a fan, I love GCW. I think
They're
they do a
great, man.
product.
Yeah. They don't
But
miss.
as a fan of just independent pro wrestling, it's my happy place to go to see the backside of it now, like getting to work with you guys more and how everybody works with one another. That's awesome.
It's hard for me to consider them independent,
Right.
I
But here's the
don't.
thing. Brett Lauderdale, did you guys get the promo on the preview?
Yeah, he said it. He goes,
Yeah, we
"We're
don't
the
have a
first
financial backer. Like, we don't have a fucking
We're the
millionaire
first
behind us.
independent wrestlers to run this company.
We don't got a trust fund,
building.
baby, like that like Tony Khan. Like, they doesn't have that.
Well,
They did it all. What?
We kind of have a.
The black man.
You know how many times I call Payne? I'm like,
he got here.
I think he's a millionaire. Like,
Somebody said money didn't grow on trees; it just shows up in Tommy's pocket somehow.
and it also shows up in tequila. Yeah, it just brings me back to Entourage.
But yeah, like
Avion.
so like GCW, MLW, I don't consider them independents. I really don't.
You can't be considered independent like MLW, and you can't be when you have a
If
TV
you have
contract.
production like these people do, like
That's not
that means-
independent.
that
You're
means it's good.
contracted. Those guys are contracted wrestlers.
I
They're
look
not
at,
independent.
I look at independent wrestling as anything that doesn't have a TV deal.
Right.
I'm
Exactly.
with that. I'm with that.
It's tough though because you can't call like a company independent that sells 1,500 tickets to the Hammerstein fucking ballroom.
But don't they say independent wrestlers? Didn't they sign independent wrestlers? MLW.
Yeah,
Right. So then they're not independent.
So if you have contracts, like there's nobody that works for GCW that Brett's like you can't work anywhere else. Like you could do whatever you want. You're independent.
Remember there's other company that tried to do that once. It's so crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Well, actually, no. So, I love when you guys take those little shots.
I took it upon myself to be
MLW did
a
actually do
contract.
that, where they said that they didn't want their wrestlers wrestling at GCW.
I know. Casey Navarro had to ask for his release.
Well, and because
Do his shit.
Time out. Say that again.
MLW didn't want their wrestlers wrestling at GCW because of the hardcore and all that other.
Well, that's
shit.
what I was going to say to you when you were like, you love GCW. I'm like, you don't understand. When GCW first came around, I was looking at it like, oh god, this light tubes and shit. Like this not for me.
'Cause that was- that was-
but
I'm an
like
ECW guy.
they turned a corner. Like they
But it's
turned a
also
corner and now he's
Like
wrestling.
Delaware in a field.
Yeah, but
Right.
that was so. If
It's
you
the
remember,
evolution of ECW. It was
If you-
Combat Zone and it was GCW. Combat Zone did some wild stuff as
Yeah.
well.
I mean, Combat Zone should be tried for murder.
Remember they had the explosive box on the corner posts?
Yes.
What? Like, that's not wrestling. I'm
Can
sorry.
we please find out the name of the kid that had the fucking mask on? He wrestled with WrestlePro.
Spider-Man?
Was it PWS?
Yes, it was.
He was supposed to be in
'Cause
my
he was in the
suicidal
Suicidal
six-way.
Six-Way.
And I tore my ACL right before that.
He's the one that did the double backflip and broke his neck.
Yes, he's back, and that's him. Oh, I can't figure his name out.
What the fuck is his
It's,
name?
it's going to be some kind of lucha name with like a
twist to it.
It's,
It's
you're
not-
right. It's not. I don't know. It's tough. But anyway, GCW.
But he wanted to do everything but take nothing. It was hilarious.
Bravo to GCW for what they've done and what they delivered.
Oh, hold on. Talking about making moments like CPA. How about fucking
Gringo, not Gringo
Super
Loco,
Crazy.
Super Crazy. Yeah.
Right in front of me.
same pose,
Right in front of me.
same
one.
exact
Yep.
balcony,
Dude,
same exact spot.
First of all, and also, you put a little black hair dye into Jiri, and he hasn't aged a day.
He looked amazing.
He looks
That's-
unbelievable,
that's
but he
not-
embraced the
Time
gray.
out.
looked like he manages
that's
the
not
Tokyo
his. That's
Giant.
not his. That's not his real hair.
Should
No, that's not his real hair. He dyed his hair that gray.
Why would he do that?
Because I just saw him like 2 years ago at. Dude, you don't go fucking platinum.
Have you
fucking
seen my
white.
beard?
You don't go platinum white in 2 years. When
Somebody could have scared the shit out of him.
Yeah, no.
You
We're
never
going to
know.
have a source for the next show. My wife's a colorist.
Maybe he got, is she really?
Source, yes.
Yeah.
No, she's not.
Yeah.
Here I am spending $200 to get my hair colored.
Well, now you're just going to
Maybe he got- maybe he
now
got
you're gonna
struck
drive
by
all the
lightning.
way up.
Yeah.
Maybe got struck by lightning.
possible.
But yes, another Super Crazy made a fantastic appearance. Janela.
Real quick, Gringo took that fucking dive like I've never seen, but saved him. Like kept him safe.
Yeah, those guys.
He gave him his back, and he was
our-
able to hit it and land.
Gringo and Arez, they're awesome. Gringo Loco, I love that kid. I love every time he's
maybe
on.
we got to make a call.
Yes,
to
just
Gringo
know
Loco.
that's-
He's got one kid's got to change his tights. That was fucking.
But anyway,
atrocious.
Joey Janela kills it with Tanaka. That's another legend in the
Yeah.
business. That was insane. And all of a sudden, Sabu shows up. I guess they're going to get going at spring break.
Sabu's last match.
Sabu's last match, which I thought was already a thing. Like that's like Ric Flair when he
I was
had
going to
his.
say, Flair had 15
Flair
of
had
those.
like 87
I just
retirement
hope
matches.
it's not going to be a barbed wire.
I have
you
no
know,
idea.
robot.
Whatever-
No,
listen.
because then they, God forbid, if we want to book Joey for War on the Shore, he's going
He's going to be all gutted up. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, Joey, be safe, bro. We need you. You're going to headline this son of a bitch again, so we need you out there.
well, what are we giving away here?
I'm just saying, he's going to be there. Everybody knows Joey Janela's going to be there. He literally posted the day we said it. He goes, "Let's run it back." Okay, he's in.
There were several people that liked our post that I was very intrigued.
Yes,
by.
I was very intrigued by it too.
Vince McMahon being one of them.
Yeah. Vince is like, "This is good shit. What are they doing down there at
Hey,
the
listen,
Jersey Shore?"
even Cardona was all over it, and we didn't even mention his name.
Yeah, Cardona was excited about it.
yeah,
He put it over on his vlog, and if that makes the cut, I'm going to be on a big ass vlog, and I can't wait. I think it gets cut, but that's just me.
I think he's been looking at my workout videos to get abs like me, Cardona.
that what it is?
Probably. Cardona again. Listen, the end of that show with Cardona's surprise. First of all, shout out to Downstate. Seeing those guys live,
Love
they
them.
fucking wailed, and I am this close. Now that the lead singer follows me on Twitter, and I didn't follow him first, he followed me. After that, I was like, I'm gonna DM this motherfucker, and I'm gonna be like, "How much for a custom song, dude?"
First of all, that was my one critique
You mean for
about the
Fight
whole
Factory,
entire
right?
show.
No, but go ahead.
That was my one critique for the whole entire show. I thought that they should have been on a platform.
Yes,
They
could have been on the
higher.
stage.
They should have been higher than.
But you needed
'cause there was
production.
You take too many seats away.
In any
I was
event,
going to say,
Where
there's
they
not a
were-
spec to put anything on that stage.
Where
Yeah.
they were was a perfect spot. They could have put a what the fuck is it called?
it's like a riser.
A riser, a portable,
I
a portable
agree.
stage.
I agree, but it also gave you a very mosh pit type feel, like they're in the midst of everybody. So
I
that
kind
was
of
cool.
felt like they
Listen,
took people by surprise though.
Mosh
too, for
Pit
some
and
reason.
Hammerstein Ballroom is a good time.
I
had a-
was,
had a
I was
good
there
time
Is that
for
how you
at
broke
Mosh
your
Pit
leg in
there.
26th place?
I was
No.
I was there for rehearsal, man, and again, shout out to Cardona, man, because it's like, who else in
Invest!
independent wrestling not only hires Downstate, but walks through every mannerism you saw him do. He did already in pre. Like he was pointing to fans that weren't there in rehearsal, and then pointing to those same fans that were there.
'Cause he's a
not
pro.
matter who, he's a pro's pro.
I'll bet money they're like 10
I
grand.
still want to talk
don't
about
know.
the gray slacks, the black on black, and the red jacket. You look like $1 million, right?
I loved it.
A better shirt and tie combo, Cardona, please.
I mean,
was-
I
you know
I
what?
didn't- I
a
didn't
little
care for the-
pocket square action would
To
have took
me,
it to the
I
next
didn't,
level
and
for me.
again, this might be
I
kissing
didn't
too
care for
much
the
ass, but I
pants.
don't think he
Yeah,
could
the
do any
the
wrong.
pants is what-
The pants
I
threw
think
it
the guy's
off.
great.
The pants threw it off for me.
But all right, so
Microman.
Cardona. So Cardona has his match. His first opponent is against one of my new heroes,
Invincible!
Tommy Invincible. I've been following this guy.
Didn't he have a Dark Knight tattoo on his chest that he just redid?
Well, here's the thing. So I also have seen his videos, and I'm like, wow, does he really shave his head like that? Like where there's just like a piece
It's a tattoo, no?
I think it's makeup. Because I think it got chipped away.
Oh
During
man,
the
there goes
Cardona
that
match.
fourth wall again.
Yeah, hello. Hi, hey,
little
Cole
shoe
Cabana, how
polish
you doing?
action. How you doing?
No, I don't know what it is. But anyway, here's the issue with I had was obviously if you don't know who Tommy Invincible is, just go on TikTok and fucking look him up. It's
How many tickets did GCW sell?
1,600,
1,600 people did not know who he was.
Well, I think a couple people went bonkers.
Hold on,
I
the
popped
one
it
guy.
home.
Did you see the one guy? He went to give him a high five and he went like this.
yeah.
So Tommy Invincible, again, his character is hilarious because no matter what it is that he's doing, it could be in front of 4 people or 400 people. He is dialed in, right? And that's what I said to him when I met him. I said, look, man, it doesn't matter what anybody says about what you got going on. Like, you never turn it off. And he's like, thanks, man. You want an autograph or something? And I was like, nah, I'm good.
No, he didn't.
No, I'm kidding.
I would've-
Could
I
you
would've
imagine if he
been
did? I'm like,
awesome.
yeah, shine my shirt.
It would have been even better if he charged you for it.
So, what are you doing over there?
What is the Ultimo Dragon?
What are you watching?
I'm looking to see if he had his tattoo redone.
Oh, all right. So,
But it's also hair, by the way.
I don't know if it's hair. I'm not sure. But anyway, so he comes out. If you don't know the story of him, go look it up. He's been telling everybody that he wants to be the one that answer the open challenge from Cardona. And he comes out to a little bit of a pop. But the best part about this whole thing was in when I saw him first. First of all, Payne, when you show up to events as a professional wrestler, how do you dress? In a place where you're trying to impress people. Suit, maybe. All right. Suit jacket, jeans, whatever.
Suit. Business casual.
Business cash. Let's go. Okay. My man Tommy Invincible shows up in a stringer.
I got to be honest. That's got to be. I think that's hair with makeup.
Oh my God, that's amazing.
What's a stringer?
It looks like the
a workout tank top with the razor back on the back.
Oh,
so it's like stringy. Awesome. It's like his whole body's out when he arrives to the fucking place.
Snowing,
it looks like
20 degrees outside.
Yeah, exactly.
I respect this more than the suit. I fucking love Tommy Invincible.
So listen, he shows up and I'm like, oh my God, this motherfucker's really here. This is crazy. But behind him is Giancarlo and a whole film crew.
It's hair.
It's hair. Okay, fine.
But he like
fine. He goes.
He puts
the extra
mascara.
mile. Yeah, he goes nuts. But here's a film crew behind him, and I'm like, oh my God, they're doing some kind of doc on fucking Tommy Invincible. I was like, this is going to be great because why, Payne? Because everything that Giancarlo's ever done for independent
turns
wrestlers
into gold.
Turns into gold, man. So like, and
he must have been a premonitionist because he fucking told me no.
Hey, can we film a promo? Now, you know what? I got to work with.
Sorry, man, I'm booked
on Bonesaw
till forever.
He single-handedly booked the Bonesaw Mario Baccara match at PWS.
Bro,
so
I know.
Helped it out.
He had fucking
and now he works
the
Boosaw movement.
And Wayward, Bobby Wayward.
And the Wayward side, Wayward with all the A's, right? So he was the
old school computer printout.
Right. He was the guy that was responsible for all that.
Old school computer printout?
And
that they used to have like the dots on the
dotted,
side.
yeah.
He had that with a Bobby Wayward sign. It said
a bunch of A's,
all
right?
the way across the first row.
Yeah, dude. So, and he just brings it. He's like, here, you start here, and we're just gonna. So he did so many extra things for PWS, and now he's a full-time video guy at AEW.
It got him to WWE and now AEW.
AEW, right? So now he's doing great. And now he's following around Invincible, which is fucking great. Invincible comes out, does his thing, he falls short a little bit. And then Cardona says he wants the biggest and the baddest opponent. And here comes Microman. Now, I've never seen Microman in person. I know this guy has at MLW. I didn't think, and look, again, to that genre of wrestling, there's little people. And then there's Microman.
Yeah.
That dude's 2'4". Like
he's the blue and yellow monkey that gets kicked off the apron. In CMLL, right? The guy.
I don't know. But in any event, I've never seen Microman in person. What they were able to do together, Microman and Cardona, was just amazing.
I love that my daughters were able to stay up a little late that night. And so I had my 4-year-old and 2.5-year-old watching with me. And my 2.5-year-old, almost 3 now, goes, oh, the little baby. And they were so scared after he hit him for the first time. They were like, what's happening? Why is he hitting a child?
I'll never forget what happened. I got to watch this. So, all right. So sorry for the dead air. Sorry for the dead air.
Oh, no, wait.
Oh, here we go. Oh. It's like when they fucking.
Oh, I remember that.
Dude, it's like in Jingle All the Way.
Yeah.
Where he pulls back.
Well,
that's not him.
When we're
that's
done.
Microman.
Yeah, that's Microman.
Microman's in that too?
This is Microman in the blue
I know,
suit.
but Microman in Jingle All the Way?
No,
How
that
the
was
fuck
like
do I know?
No.
I don't know, but I'm going to dick your holes, bub.
That's 20 years ago. No way.
And you're right. Well, then again, you never know.
When we're off, we'll show you the
He has a short
real one.
Oh, man.
Shout out to the editing team.
Guess what? I don't got time for that. So guess what? That's left in.
But yeah, he gets Hulk Hogan pops wherever he goes.
He's going to be my fucking elite pick.
Yeah. Payne's pick to win the Superbird Championship will be
fucking
Microman.
belt weighs more than him. It really does.
I was going to say, you're not
My
too
boots
far
do.
out. So awesome Microman. And then again, the biggest swerve of the night, long-term storytelling. Broski Jimmy is now Jimmy fucking Lloyd again. And he turns on Cardona, ends the night like that. And obviously
Cardona becomes number 19.
Well, that's where that's kind of where I think. And at that moment, when he took the clean pin, in that moment, I'm like, welcome back to the show, brother. Because I think that just that was his swan song with
I think
GCW.
that, and then him going on Ariel Helwani and talking about it the way he was like so yeah, you know.
But
I
also,
think that was a tell.
I know Cardona's the guy. For Jimmy Lloyd, that's fucking cool, man.
It is
Yeah.
awesome.
I think
It made him again. It made him again.
I think it had to be
that
12,
whole crowd, Jimmy
12
fucking Lloyd. And I
12
was like, I've never heard that live. And bro, he is over. He
12
is
or 13
super
years
over.
ago, I first saw Jimmy Lloyd, and it was in between Sammy Callahan versus Speedball Bailey at GCW.
Oh my
And
God.
people were throwing shit at him, saying, "Sweep it up, bitch, sweep it up," because he was sweeping up the ring at Combat Zone Wrestling. And to see him then in the Hammerstein Ballroom, as a fan, that's just cool
It
shit
is.
to
It
see.
is, man.
You know,
You
not
got-
for nothing, he invests in his character too, because every time Cardona comes out with something, colorway and whatnot, Jimmy's got the same shit, and he's got his logo with the
he was,
headband.
he
and
was
the
doing the
long hair.
one leg rider
Right.
gear, like he's
Right.
got the headband.
But
Right.
it says Jimmy. It doesn't say Ryder.
I know.
But I mean,
Cardona.
Cardona's done that for a few people over there. So Steph DeLander has given Cardona all the credit for how she's marketed herself since her release. You're saying Jimmy Lloyd, and honestly, Mance Warner.
That's true too. The Mance era started because of Cardona. And again, shout out to Mance Warner and Effie for closing out the show.
Bro, even
Congratulations
Chelsea.
to Effie as the
Yeah,
new.
Chelsea, big
Even
time.
Chelsea.
It is now GCFEW. So
Yeah.
it is now the
And I
Effie
couldn't
era
be
has begun.
happier at anything.
I know.
And seeing Effie
Dude.
hold that championship
He
belt
is-
again.
he is-
Wrestling's gay, and I love it.
He is.
Mother of pearl.
but think about it. When you were 13, you're like, I like wrestling. What was the first person that said, dude, wrestling's so gay? Right? Like, no. Now it is. Right? And now it is, and now it's embraced, and it's awesome. And I think it's
Wrestling's
awesome.
gay. No, it's not. What the hell is this guy wearing? And it's
Yeah.
Adrian Adonis.
Does he have fish stockings on?
3 years ago, I was at that GCW. And I think that was the first time I saw Effie. I'm like, this is a fucking gimmick. This is awesome. Then I realized it wasn't a gimmick. But
When did he cut
as-
the blonde hair?
Don't know.
Recently, though.
He
no?
looks better now, I
Just
think.
as a fan too.
Without it.
But
I felt
also
like it was part of
seeing
his-
at that show, seeing the LGBTQ community come out and having a support and having a voice of professional wrestling, that was fucking cool.
Couch is
man.
getting hot.
That just seeing more people bringing more
putting me out like that on camera?
bringing more friends, bring more
map is
fans
heavy.
into the business, I think is
Yeah.
fucking cool.
Listen,
seeing
he
more
crushed
fans
it.
is great, and Effie is
He crushed
awesome,
it.
awesome
and
person to do.
we had a great talk at the show, pre and post, and look out.
But I need to clarify something. I don't give a fuck. I don't
know,
care
it was a
who
joke,
you
dude.
suck
It
and
was
fuck. That is between you and your person. Have fun. Ain't bothering me.
Ain't bothering
Payne,
anybody.
you want to make out?
Well, you know, the
I
text,
can't get out of this.
not for nothing, but the text messages about Effie are
Clean
getting a
off
little
the couch.
uncomfortable from you, Tommy. It's just
Don't
so
judge
everybody's
Well, no,
clear.
he just wants to taste those new teeth that you got.
Oh,
Don't
my
judge
God.
me.
Anywho,
I'm a big fan of Effie.
I don't know
Effie
where
lives.
we're at on time. What time is it? You have
I
it.
don't fucking know, brother.
Do we really need to cover WWE right now?
4:30.
The only thing I want to do real quick is
I think Jay wins
jump over to Raw. We'll do the
because that would be twice now.
We'll do Royal Rumble predictions next week because it's not this week. Saturday night's main event is this week. So again,
Texas, right?
yes, and Hogan apparently is going to be there.
Gonna get booed out of
Wait a
that.
minute, Hogan's going to be there and
Littering and what?
Smoking the
Jesse
reefer.
Ventura? They're both going to be in the same building?
Yeah.
I don't know. Is that okay?
They hate each other.
Do they? I don't follow this kind
Ventura
of shit
said
like
that
that.
he was trying to start the
I was
union.
trying to
Hogan
start
was the
the
one.
union.
That was a pretty good Ventura. And
Don't tell me you
tell
don't
me
have
you
five
have
more. I was in Nam.
but Hogan was the one that stopped it.
Yeah.
And
Yes.
ratted out Ventura that ended his career at WWE.
Ah, what a piece of shit, Hogan.
But then he went on to WCW.
Yes.
Bro, it's so crazy.
And Jesse Ventura never dropped an N-bomb.
I will.
fair.
No,
Team
he,
Ventura.
Team Ventura as well. Until
I don't know, Monsoon.
Saturday night's main event. There's a contract signing that ought to go over well. I'm sure it always does, right?
Table's gonna break.
Shawn Michaels apparently is the moderator to that, if I'm not mistaken.
Maybe they'll knock his
Really?
eye straight.
Or I saw Shawn. You better not watch your mouth. Something's happened
You
with
ever
Shawn
see
Michaels.
him and Brett behind the scenes talking about his eye? He's like, yeah, well, your eye was fine yesterday. Now it's going a little bit the other. And he's like, doctor said it's going.
Dude, Triple H said it, I think, in his fucking Hall of Fame
know,
speech. He's
"Very
like,
good eye."
And he's like, he presented Shawn Michaels with so many things, including the googly eye. It's like, oh my God. But anyway, Saturday night's main event's going to happen this week. I'm very excited about one match in particular.
I love the Saturday night main event.
I know. It's great. Jacob Fatu, Braun Strowman. Two of the biggest son bitches on the roster.
Oh, go ahead.
I don't know that you can book Fatu to lose this. So,
No.
I don't think. But what we saw this past week on SmackDown, not this past week, last week on SmackDown.
It's coming soon.
Solo
It's coming
on
soon.
the outs. He
Solo,
leaves.
I hate you, Solo.
I want that.
It's coming.
I hate you solo.
Yes.
Oh, come on.
Yes.
What?
Yes.
Is that what you think?
No, we just
did
went like
it
this
at
at
the
the
same
same time.
So I hate you solo is coming. You give the guy a mic. I love him on the stick. I really do.
That was
next
awesome.
IC champion, by the way.
Unexpected and awesome.
Yeah,
and he cut a
because he's
hell of a
authentic.
promo.
He's just like Jey Uso,
He's
man.
gonna
Like,
be
you
your next
feel,
IC champion.
You feel everything.
I
Yeah.
think that was like a little bit of a teaser when it was him versus Braun in that match.
I felt the
Oh,
fucking
can
cart
you
he hit
imagine
me
that
with
fucking
at
match?
MLW
Oh, my
when he was
God.
cutting a promo on fucking Hammerstone when he flung the cart.
Hammerstone.
That's going to be fucking.
You got Sheamus versus Braun Breaker as well. That's going to be a hell of a
banger after banger after banger. Then
Do
you
you think
get,
Jay wins it the way he won the IC?
No.
and then they're gonna, do Rhea and Nia for whatever reason.
I would like to see Jay win, but you can't.
love Rhea.
You can't do that.
For the ripples.
Gotta
You
get,
can't do that
gotta
right
get
now.
past it.
I love her
gets it.
pins.
Yeah,
I love her
seriously,
pins.
Would you
are-
skin a cheetah?
Her pins are getting very
Oh, they're amazing. They
promiscuous.
just shake. It's just
Promiscuous
Cakes.
girl.
Yeah,
Yeah.
cakes, fresh cakes,
Fresh cakes.
So you need Rhea Ripley to absolutely destroy Nia Jax here, right? Like
Yes.
that's what
Yeah.
we need.
Like-
I need a squash
Yes.
match.
Almost right.
like you're retired.
I think we get a comeback from somebody.
Becky.
I was either gonna say Becky or Charlotte.
Oh no, Charlotte's already been announced. They did a little promo thing.
I saw that, but did they tease Royal Rumble or did they tease Saturday Night
They
Main
just
Event?
teased Charlotte, kind of like the same way they teased Penta.
Okay. Oh my God! By the way, week 2 of Penta,
Another fucking.
dude. Like the entrance alone was just sick.
Yeah.
And they shot it in like 8K for like socials.
They didn't have the spinning fire last time,
No,
right?
dude, they're
That-
adding
they
and
had
adding and
it,
adding.
yeah.
And I
Pete
got it.
Dunne.
Huh?
Give me more Dunne.
I love Pete
Give
Dunne.
me more Dunne.
I love Pete Dunne. And I've had the liberty to call one of
They
his matches.
only throw him on when he's indie-rific, when they need an indie-rific show.
I don't know, but he's great.
I'm not-
He's fucking great.
And someone give that kid some pizza. Because he got a little skinny. Done.
Yeah, well, stress.
That's what happens when they go to WWE. They all become fucking these shredded little fucking gym rats.
Yeah, well, it's also probably stress
That's why
not
they
getting
won't
booked.
sign me.
CM Punk had a promo called Hogan Dusty Old Ass. Now, was that genuine, or do you think that he was just trying to
he
get a
does
pop?
not like Hulk Hogan
He
at
does
all.
not
Who
like
does he
Hogan.
like? Let's start there.
His dog.
What's his list of people that he likes?
His
AJ
dog
Lee
and AJ.
his dog, right? The CM Punk, and that's why I've always
Oh,
kind
and
of.
what's that dude from? He likes Cult of Personality and his best friend.
Yeah, no, seriously,
Sharp.
I can't tell you how many times the guy
who's
said
the bald guy that was with him
CM
at
Punk will be there
I know
live
what
and
you're
in
talking
living color. How many times are you going to put over the band? Like, I get it, bro. We're there. You're there.
He's
know,
trying to
him-
make the
him
money
and-
every time he gets mentioned.
Him and Hogan had heat like dating back from Twitter.
Who hasn't Hogan had heat with?
I thought
lately?
he had heat with Hogan when he was first there
Not the
in
Republicans.
with WWE because
Brother.
he was fresh to ECW or whatever.
Well, I know he mouthed him and Hogan were going back and forth with each other on Twitter about like hockey.
Oh God!
And then when
Yeah, that's the person I'll talk
Hulk
about.
Hogan, fuck you!
then
I'll
when,
talk
then
to-
when CM Punk lost
So you know, brother,
in
I
the
always played forward for the
UFC,
Rangers.
when CM Punk
I was
lost in the
gonna be
UFC, Hogan was like, "Hey, big props for going out there. Make sure you fix that ear." When he had his ear popped.
I wonder if he fucking blocked him like he blocked me after his first UFC fight. Jerk off.
Dave, there's a theme going on with this. Dave gets blocked by everyone.
I do the blocking. We do the fucking. Bro. Listen, that's Raw in a nutshell. And again, Saturday night's main event goes down this week. Very excited
Bailey
to watch
also
that.
announced that she would be officially in the Royal Rumble.
No one
That's
cares.
pretty exciting.
You know what?
Not a
Bailey,
person
Bailey
cares.
does it
Fucking
for me now,
lesbian
man.
Yeah.
Bailey's doing it for me lately. I don't know what it is.
Lesbian
but she-
prime?
I don't care what the fuck
She
she's
is
doing. but
not.
I forgot what I think it was. It was before
Every time I see her,
COVID.
I'm like, God damn.
It was before. It was before
I do,
COVID.
yeah. I'm into Bailey. I don't know what it is.
I was at him. I think it was at the Barclays Center. I was there, and Bailey. I was sitting down low. Bailey got into the ring, and a chant started in the corner of the Barclays Center. Bailey's got a bumper. Bailey's
That
got
she
a
does.
bumper.
Yes.
And dude, I could see how
Didn't she
fucking
twerk?
red her cheeks got and how embarrassed she was.
Nah, don't
Didn't
embrace
she
it.
twerk?
Embrace it, my love.
But didn't she
Embrace it.
embrace it and then twerk?
I don't
That
know.
was Naomi. Stop it. It's just- she does the twerking.
Who's brighter, her or Tommy's vest? Hey,
I think she's got me beat, bro.
yeah, her fucking shoes glow.
Feel the glow. That's it, really. Oh, shout out to the brand new TNA World Champion. All they had to do was say his
I
name,
believe
and he
in
appeared.
Joe
Joe
Hendry.
Hendry, new TNA World Heavyweight Champion. Congratulations.
Calling out John Cena.
Yeah, I saw that.
John Cena.
CM
Don
Punk
Cena.
might not be able to see John Cena, but Joe Hendry certainly
Yes,
does.
his promos have been getting better and better. I love it. I think. All right, so the Rumble's a week away. We'll make predictions on the Rumble next week. But do you have like a wish list of one person you'd like to see in the Rumble this year that nobody's really talking about, or maybe a little bit of a rumor?
Moose.
Really?
I mean, we've said
Moose?
I worked Moose, and this is what I was told by him. WWE will not sign him because of his history, his medical history.
Because
Interesting.
he doesn't do legs.
Because of his concussions with
He
with,
will
NFL.
mess you up.
So I
boy.
know he would.
He looks fantastic.
I'll fight right
now.
back, but I want nothing to do with Moose.
Moose look. He's totally transformed his body. He looks amazing.
I mean, we
The only thing not amazing about Moose right now is that championship belt.
all I want coming out of this weekend.
You want heat with him?
I'm kidding, bro.
You're
not.
I am.
You're not.
I don't give a shit about
I
the
need
belt.
a music video of Joe Hendry rapping to John Cena. That's
Wood
what
life.
I need.
This is
Oh,
basic thugonomics.
dude. Send it. I am here for it,
Full send.
please.
Yeah, so you like Moose? Who do you? Anybody? Payne? That
I don't. Nothing.
And I want Tessa, even though she's in the Hulk Hogan category.
That's not
I
gonna
want
happen.
Tessa too.
You're never
you
gonna say
had
it.
Tessa Payne. You blew it. You blew your chance.
I didn't blow it. They stopped paying her fucking rate.
I want heat with people.
You're never gonna say it. It's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen.
Bro, so listen, we were doing merch together, and this is when she was my valet.
Do you mind if I put my shirt, my
So-
shorts next to yours? Or
They,
no?
they came over. They're coming over and asking me for like some
Belt's
little
going.
kids were like, "Hey, how much is it for a picture?" And I'm like, "Oh, don't worry about it." And Tessa goes, "No, it's $5."
Gotta make your money, girl.
Bro,
make that
dude,
money.
I've never seen anybody. She is almost as bad as Cardona with the merch. And I was like, "All right, I guess we're charging $5."
Yeah,
But
five. It is.
I need Tessa versus Charlotte with Tully and Rick in their corners.
Oh my God! See, that's
Yeah,
that's
but, all
great.
right, so-
and like Tommy's yelling over here, it's not gonna happen.
I
No,
don't
but-
listen. So I listen.
But here's the reason why it's not gonna happen. Okay?
Booker T does commentary on NXT.
Okay.
Didn't he drop one once upon a time?
Okay, but here's the reason why it's not gonna happen.
So did Jane Parker not too long ago.
Okay,
And everyone's like,
but-
"Oh, she kept saying Nick."
Here-
The guy's name is fucking Daryl Shamar. It's not Nick.
Significant difference in both of those categories.
Simple mix-up. Simple mix-up.
My mistake.
Here's the thing. She is not Hulk Hogan. Has never been even on the stratosphere of popularity of Hulk Hogan.
Sure.
To
Are
where
you going to
can
reference
be-
Cornette? Just like her father, Tully.
Just where she could be forgiven if she apologized, but she never did.
Who is she apologizing? This is my
So
thing.
now the woman that it was said against apparently said that it didn't happen or she forgave her. There was something that it was let go. Someone behind the scenes said that she said the word. It was never corroborated by anybody else except her and the girl that said that she said it.
But there's a person on
And now they-
WWE
now
right
they-
now that said that there was stuff done and she needs to apologize for it. She's a current champion of maybe the United States. And then
It's public
I
fucking
heard that
knowledge.
she-
It's been
I heard
all
that
over.
she
It's been
said
all
it.
over Twitter.
Just like you, I heard that she said it, but then the girl that said that she didn't say it, that was supposedly said it too.
So on she said,
she said what he said.
Yeah, it's bullshit.
It is. It's all bullshit. Tessa's a fantastic performer. She's a wonderful person. I've met her a million times.
And I
so
think
if she
she's
did,
doing-
if she did do what they're saying she did, then
Bro, according
that's
to
a bad
people-
moment in your life. But nobody should be defined by a word or a phrase.
But according to
or
people,
anything like
she's
that.
doing everything
or this
in her
entire
power.
podcast.
She's doing everything in her power to rebuild her character, like trying to do the things the right way, because she did have slip-ups back in the day.
And again, she's got the nepotism thing too. She's in the
is
business
a world
because of
champion
her
for
father.
TNA,
Like, let's be
not
honest.
women. She is a world champion for TNA.
Yeah, but the problem.
That is
only woman.
tremendous. She did more. If you want to talk about if someone could get a pass on anything, you want to talk about women's empowerment and the women's division being taken serious. How about someone that stepped outside of the women's division, went into the men's division, and won the men's world title as a female? If anyone should get a pass, it should be Tessa because of what she did for women's wrestling.
It's not going to
Especially
happen.
for TNA's
The wrestling fans are
Preach,
too
motherfucker.
TNA wrestling,
fickle.
period.
Yes, they do forgive, but for some odd reason, they cannot forgive her because I guess she didn't apologize. I look, I don't really care.
Apologizing has been a guilt.
Just ask Joe Biden. Anyway, we're out of here. Let's go eat and do some meetings and stuff.
That means Dave's got it. Another time's getting close.
I just don't. I want more time with you guys. I didn't even know this was going to happen today.
Just to
I'll
close,
tell
right
you
back.
after that.
Fuck your gloves. I want you. Brawl for all. War on the shore. Let's do it.
That's it. I'm calling
I want holy
I'm calling the
for
FBI.
yeah, so that'll do it, folks. For Dave Sturchio, Tommy D, Chris Payne, and of course Tommy Tequila over there. Please get your tickets right now to the War on the Shore. First row sold out, second row moving, third row moving, even some general mission is moving. Bring your own beach chair. It's going to be, I know it sounds like we're doing the same shit as last year. Guess what? We are. Yeah, we are.
But
And it's going to be bigger.
and better.
Bigger and better. We got a great teammate now with Tommy Tequila.
We added a third row. We are doing it different.
Listen,
Yes.
when we say get your seats now, we're just saying if you want a seat,
Right.
get one of the third, and you want one of the seats that we have offering. You have to act fast because those seats are going to sell out. We are not going to sell out. There is plenty of beach for everyone.
Plenty
but
of
if you
beach.
want a chair in the first, second, or third row, you have to act fast.
What was the attendance last year? Like
700,
748.
748.
Okay, so this year's goal, we break a K. Right? That's a goal?
Yeah.
Trying to
That's
break
nice
a K.
goal? Try to break a K.
I'd like
Let's do that.
2,500.
I'd
Break
like
a
to bring
K. What'd you say?
1,700.
2,500.
Okay, psycho. Calm down. 2,500. We're all living on easy
There are
street.
things that we have to do to get the thing out there again better this time than last year, like commercials and.
We're gonna do it all. We're gonna get our
representation
marketing
on
up.
beach.
2,500. The yellow vest is going away.
I need that boat, Donnie. I want a boat outside.
And if we undersell, my kids are going to the community college. So, we'll see you guys
And if
next
we
time.
don't sell anything, I'm going to tie Tommy's belt to my feet and throw myself in the ocean.
Hey, you never know, right? It'll be for good entertainment, right?
With the fishes.
We'll see you guys next week.